from Aliexpress. For 89 cents, that is almost $1, you can choose one of these sensors. They have MQ2, MQ3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, MQ9. Also they have MQ135 detection, smoke, methane, gas sensor model for Arduino. And I ordered MQ9. Here it is. It's a sensor for Arduino, but I need to tell you that you can use this sensor without Arduino, and I'm gonna show you that a little bit later. Just to tell you what is a MQ9 sensor. Reading from online. What is MQ9 sensor? It's a sensor model useful for gas leakage detection in home and industry. It's suitable for detecting LPG, CO, CH4, and due to its high sensitivity and fast response time, measurements can be taken as soon as possible. That's why this sensor is good. There are not too much electronics in this model beside the MQ9 sensor. You have a trim pot, so you can adjust the sensitivity of this sensor. You have two LEDs. One LED is for indicating that the model is powered on, and the second LED indicate detecting of gas. We have 4 pins. The first pin is for 5 volts, for powering the model with 5 volts. Second one is ground. The third one is the output that I am gonna use in my experiment. Everything is connected now. The MQ9 gas sensor now is working. You can see that the power LED is on. And let me explain how I wire all this. The model needs 5 volts, nothing more. If you power up with more than 5 volts, the model will burn out. It's marked on the board where goes the 5 volts in, negative, ground, 5 volts, and the third connector, when you see the model like this, it's output. It's giving negative output. That means that the buzzer need to be powered with positive side directly on 5 volts, and the negative go on the model on the third pin. And now, where is my lighter? When I release the gas from the lighter, the LED will turn on and the buzzer will sound. It's very quick and it's very responsive. Just to clear, okay, you see the LED turn it off. You can see the buzzer. Just take a look how quickly responds. Did you see that? And did you hear that? I'm gonna wait, okay? One more time. It's very handy and useful alarm if you want to make a gas leakage alarm. You need this model, which is cheap, and it's model MQ9. It's not detecting fire, but it's detecting the gas. Look, and you can hear. Alright, to explain one more time, negative 5 volts going to the model and positive 5 volts go to the buzzer and to the model. The negative for the buzzer is from the board. Third pin, the fourth is free, but the third is negative. It's giving negative when it's received or detecting a gas. Hello Hacktubers and welcome back to my channel. Today's DIY project is Metal Detector Production Kit. Let's open the package and see what I got and what to expect from this DIY learning electronics kit. To mention that this DIY metal detector is not a professional device. It's just for practicing and soldering electronic components to have fun building your own project. Also is included for beginners a step-by-step instruction manual for soldering the components, and also they share the circuit diagram, which is great. In this zip bag there are all components that need to be placed and soldered on printed circuit board, and must say the quality of PCB is super cool. I'm amazed how this cheap DIY kit have such a quality printed circuit board. Wow! You can see those very thin traces, and that is the searching coil design on the board. Okay, we got resistors, transistors, 5 volt active buzzer, and the trim potentiometer, capacitors, LEDs and battery holders. I am using the instruction manual, and don't worry, everything is marked well on the PCB which components goes where. Starting with placing the resistor first and solder them. For me, adding a components and get them ready for soldering is a fun time. Next are the 5 red LEDs. One is for indicating that metal detector is power on, and the rest 4 of them indicate metal picking signal. The LEDs are done. Next are placed metal battery holders for 2.3 volt lithium batteries, which both of them will give 6 volts to operate the metal detector. As I said, on PCB every component is marked, so you can make a mistake. Now placing the transistor and solder them. Placing the rest of electronic components, and I am almost finished with this DIY metal detector kit. The very simple metal detector DIY kit that I bought from online is finished. All electronics components are soldered, there are no mistake. Turned out pretty cool with this printed circuit board You can hold it like this and search for metal. The device is powered by two 3 volts coin batteries. I'm gonna place it right now. One goes here and another right here, and we have a main power switch. Whoop, working already. Let me test it. I'm gonna try it on these metal pliers. Yep, it's picking about 2 centimeters from the metal pliers. And just to mention, this DIY kit is not professional metal detector. It's just for learning the basic electronics and practice soldering electronic components and have some fun. With this trimmer potentiometer, you can adjust the searching distance of the metal detector, and it have coils printed on the circuit board, from both sides. Yep. And I like it. Yep, I found another cheap DC to DC from 5 maximum 23 volts input voltage to adjustable 0 to 16.5 volts 3 amperes adjustable step down power supply model, and here it is. You can buy a case for $1, or the model is also $1, and both of them are $1.75, and this says it's with a welcome deal on the Aliexpress. $1 adjustable power supply DC to DC, and it's with LCD screen and only 2 push buttons. We have 2 connectors. One of them is for input voltage and the other is for output voltage, and it's simple, small, portable, cheap. I like it. Now I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna weigh the model just to see. It weighs 17.6 grams. Okay, and how big it is, I'm gonna measure. It's 50 millimeters, or in inches that is 1.9 or 2 inches by 1.2 inches, or come on, 32 almost millimeters, 32 millimeters by 50 millimeters. To run this digital adjustable power supply, you need any kind of maybe new or old power adapter that give DC voltage. This one is 12 volts. Now I'm gonna connect the positive and negative wire to input voltage of this model. The connector from the left, it's voltage in, and while I'm connecting the wires, take a moment to like the video and share it. That will support my channel, and thank you. And don't forget to subscribe. Positive and negative wire for powering the model from the adapter. Powering in 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Just to take this protected. Shit. Alright. Their battery logo, I don't know why. The logo of the brand Winners. Here it says out. Right now is 5.7 volts, 78 volts. And this one is the current. And with these two push buttons you adjust the voltage. Increase the voltage right now. Alright, decrease. Working fine so far. Let's hook up a bulb. And then I'm gonna hook up here a DC motor. First the bulb. Alright. Turning on. The bulb is on. And as I said, with two push buttons you can adjust the voltage. Now I'm gonna increase. At 9 volts this car bulb is pulling almost 400 milliamperes or 0.4 amps. And at 12 volts 0.45 amps, 450 milliamperes. So far the model is working fine. Okay, but with this battery symbol, why that is not working and why is there? I'm gonna remove the bulb. I'm gonna decrease the voltage. As I said, this have adjustable voltage from 0 up to 16 volts. This is positive. Okay, this one is negative. Whoa, not good. Alright. Okay. And now I'm gonna increase the voltage. Start working. You can use this as motor speed controller. At 0.5 volts though, it's working. Speed controller for motors. Two volts, almost 200 milliamperes. 3 volts. Alright. I don't want to burn the motor because this one is a small DC motor that works on 3 volts. Alright. And I'm gonna do one more test. Here I have a very low resistance resistor. It's a big one. And I'm gonna connect to the output. 3.3 amps. The voltage is 2.8 volts. And I'm gonna hold it for about 5 seconds maybe. Yep, it's getting warmer. And I need to make more testing experiments so I can figure out, is this DC to DC adjustable power supply model that I got from Aliexpress for $1 is good or not? Tell me what you think in comments below. From Aliexpress, for very cheap price you can get this module. 18 cents per piece. I can't believe it. And what is it? It's a 2S 3 amperes lithium battery 7.4 8.4 volts 18650 charger protection board BMS for lithium Lipo battery cell pack smart electronics. Yes, you will get this module, which is for charging and protection for 2 lithium batteries. I have ordered 3 pieces and I got them. What it say on the specifications? It's 2S charging voltage from 8.4 volts to 9 volts, overcharge voltage 4.28 volts, okay, over discharge voltage range 2.9 volts, okay, that's good. Upper limit working current 8 amperes, upper limit momentary current 16 amperes, working temperature minus 40 plus 50 degrees. Alright, useful life more than 50,000 hours. Here it is, the very simple circuit diagram how to connect the 2 lithium rechargeable batteries to this protection and charging board. And let's connect 2 batteries. Here I have 3.7 volt battery pack, and we have negative, positive, and the positive side from this pack is connected with negative side of the second pack 3.7 volts, and we end with positive side. We have negative and positive. The other negative and positive are connected together, and that will be the BMS point. And first I'm gonna solder wires so I can connect to my charging board and make some tests. By the way, I have 2 lithium 18650 cells connected in parallel so I can get more current or more capacity. I have 2 of them, and here I will solder the third wire that will be for BMS point. Everything is marked where you should connect the wires from the battery. Battery minus, battery plus. Okay, this will go with the battery plus. Okay, and the middle point from the battery pack, which is BMS, go on the spot where it says BM, just to add a little bit solder. Okay, I'm gonna solder there. Come on, board, work with me. Okay, so we have negative, positive, and BMS, and on this point where it says P minus P plus, it's the output and the input for charging the batteries. It's the same point. Let's first measure the voltage. how many volts. Yes, we have 8 volts on the battery pack, and the output is how much from the board? 7.895. Okay, if I short it, it have the protection, that is okay. I set my multimeter on amperes and I'm gonna test the module. Is it giving 8 amperes or not? Right now it's 3.8 amperes. I'm connecting on this heating wire. Let's try a little bit more. 5.7 amperes. Alright. 6.6, 7.2, and let's try the closest. 9 amps. It's giving 9 amps, which is cool, and that means that the BMS protection board and charging board is working fine. A closer look. And now I'm gonna test, does it charge? My power supply is set on 8.4 volts, positive to positive, negative to negative. Yes, it's charging, and right now it's pulling around 600 milliamperes, and this board can charge with 3 amperes. And I'm gonna measure the voltage of first cell. It's 4 volts, and the second one 4.1 volt. It's pulling 500 milliamperes because it's almost full. When they are empty, it will charge with 3 amperes, I think. And to mention, this BMS board, through the same wires they can deliver. And to mention, the BMS board with the same wires, they are output and charging input for the battery, and also have a protection. If you short, it will reset. Yes. Okay, I love this tiny BMS board. It's so small, so you can place it on the battery. And how I can prove you that this board have a protection, I'm gonna increase the input voltage of charging. Right now I am at 8.3 volts, 8.4, 8.5, 8.6 volts is charging, 8.7, and cut off at 8.7 volts. The board is protected. Now I'm gonna lower the voltage 8.3 and it start charging again. Good. I waited 1 month to receive this product from Aliexpress. Let's start today's video. I got this interesting gadget from Aliexpress for $1.50. It's a 4-channel 350 MHz or 433 MHz key wireless remote control kit receiver model for Arduino. But remember, it can work without Arduino and without using any codes. I'm gonna show you later. I waited 1 month to receive this gadget. Okay. Let me explain. This is the transmitter or the wireless remote control that have 4 buttons to control 4 channels with one LED indicating that the button is pressed. It have a small antenna that is very cute. Okay. Remember that this remote control comes without battery. You need to buy a battery, and it use, I placed that sponge to hold the battery in place without moving. It used 12 volts, this type of battery, 27A type of battery that have 12 volts. Put it back. Okay. Come on, man. Right. Okay. Working? Yes. This is the transmitter, as I said, and this is the receiver board that can work on 433 MHz or 350 MHz, and it have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first is ground, the second is plus 5 volts, this is the power supply, and the next 4 are the pinouts for 4 channels. That's it. Very cheap wireless controller board, and these two things cost $1.50. I can't believe it. Will it work? Let's find out. Everything is connected now, and from the receiver board 433 MHz with cables, 4 channels going to the 4 blue LEDs. I'm powering the LEDs with 5 volts. Also the receiver board is powered with 5 volts. Okay, and now I'm gonna test it. First channel, second, third and fourth channel. Alright, working fine. That was a quick video review for the cheapest 4-channel controller, wireless controller from Aliexpress. I hope you like it. Please give a like, share the video and subscribe to my channel. See ya!